For your information, let me just tell you, don't shout in this place. So don't shout. If you shout, I will cause.
All right. Everybody, welcome back. Let's get this rolling. All right, let me play this video. I come back, continue my analysis with part two. Can you guys hear this? What's going on?
Love to give, and I'm such an amazing woman, and I'm ready to share that love with someone. So
Hear it, Pooh. What is the one thing you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
the one thing I hope to accomplish in the next 5 years is to create proper structure for my businesses.
Yeah.
To continue to be an amazing mother, to be independent, yet to be in a fulfilling, loving relationship. To be in a fulfilling, loving relationship, because I really want to give my daughter the gift of seeing how a woman should be loved and treated. She doesn't have that, and she hasn't had that in a while. I want my daughter to see a man love and respect her mother and be caring and want to take care of her. She deserves that.
Bridges, are you happy you've got?
What bridges am I happy next? What bridges am I happy that I have burned? Anyone that wasn't right for me, I'm happy. And I rarely burn bridges. So if you see me burn a bridge with someone, they were begging for it, or it was just time. Because I like to see things from my side and also the other person's side as well. So I would definitely say the ones that were supposed to be burned.
What are you the most fearful of?
I keep saying it, my worst fear has happened to me. What's my biggest fear? My worst fear has happened to me. So I don't think that anything scares me in life anymore. I never wanted to raise a child alone, and I'm doing it now. So what is going to happen to me again? What could possibly happen to me other than my worst fear happens? I live in it, so don't get anything where anybody did to me. Or I'm also scared of being a billionaire.
You should not be, because I'm betting on you to be a billionaire.
But they say your worst fears happen to you.
Okay,
so I'm scared of being a billionaire. Boom. But yeah, my worst fear has already happened to me, so I don't fear nothing.
When was the last time you cried in front of someone?
When was the last time I cried in front of someone? So I don't cry often. I hate crying, and I don't like to cry in front of people. So if you ever see me cry, just know you're my person.
Because sometimes you tell stories and I'm like, is she gonna cry?
No.
And you don't cry.
No, I hate to cry.
You're super strong, because
I hate to cry. So if you ever see me crying, just know you're my person. And I think the last person who recently just saw me cry was my friend, because my daughter was in the hospital and she was so sick and I was so scared.
Oh yes.
And even thinking about it now, I'm like, and my friends just came and just covered me, because I was alone. It was just me and my daughter, and nobody else wanted to, just didn't want to help. I was like, you and your daughter, and I was just like scared because it was just two of us. And my friends saw it happen, and none of them laughed at me. They just came and covered me.
What are you looking forward to the most in this next year?
Money, making more money, traveling a lot, working on my relationship with God, my relationship with my daughter, and my relationship with my mother. Those things very important to me.
What do you wish you could spend more time on?
I want to spend more time with my daughter.
Oh, but you were living.
I know, but like when I'm not with her, when you become a mom, you understand the true meaning of mom guilt. It's called mom guilt, and when you have a child, you get it. It doesn't matter how much time you spend with your kids,
you will still feel
when you're not with them. It's just like...
In 10 years from now, what do you think you'll miss the most from today's present?
My age. I would say my age, because I know 10 years from now I'll be even better than I am today,
Yeah.
and I'm not scared or worried about that.
Yeah.
So I'd say I'll probably just miss that I'm younger.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
Yeah. What's the most sentimental gift you have ever received?
What's the most sentimental gift I have ever received? I can't even say. I would say the most sentimental gift I have ever received was the gift of my daughter from God.
Yeah.
It changed my entire life. Like I keep telling you guys, my daughter grounded me. Like
Yeah.
I used to be, but my daughter was just like, if not for her, I would be out here like so many people would be past tens, period. But because of my daughter, I'm
Yeah.
hmm.
What's the most important value you would teach a young person?
What's the most important value I would teach a young person? I would say to trust yourself. As human beings, we doubt ourselves a lot.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it comes second nature to us to just constantly doubt ourselves and our strengths. And I think the first thing that a young person needs to learn is to be confident, to sit up straight, to trust themselves,
Yeah.
to walk into a room with their head held up,
Yeah.
and to look people in the eye.
Have you ever cried tears of joy?
All right.
Do we know the reason? Was it after a night or after a birth? Did you cry when you gave birth?
Yes,
Oh.
I did. I cried because I was terrified.
Oh.
I was genuinely scared. I was looking at my baby like,
It's getting real.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for being here once again. Thank you, Sister Natu. Thank you, Antonia Abigwa, and everybody in the comment, in the chat. Thank you. Please do me a favor, hit the like button. Let's get this rolling so quick. I'm a man of my word. Remember yesterday, I promised you guys that this is a 7 series show, and I promise on each series. Hey, welcome, Gorex. How are you doing today, my sister? And I said for each of the series, I'm going to extract the lesson, even though this story is more of a love triangle. It's about Davido, Sophia, and Chioma. But I believe everybody can actually learn one or two things from their drama. And as an uncle, sorry, I'm trying to power up my MacBook here so I can actually see your comment. Just give me 1 second. Thank you, everybody. Please hit the like button as you come in. Help us bring the algorithm to our channel. We will get small channel like this with the struggle. Hey, Mo Fresh, how you doing, my sister? You're welcome. So basically, as I was saying yesterday, I'm a man of my word. I said this is gonna be a 5-part series, and I promise that as an uncle, I'm gonna just extract the lesson to the best of my knowledge, and everybody can also share one or two things that we can take away from the Divido Chioma and of course Sophia Momodu love triangle. So yesterday, the lesson we spoke about yesterday was life is a game, play to win. And I think I did most of yesterday's show. I tried to explain the reason why Chioma became Davido's wife, and I pointed out that there are two elements involved. One, luck. Chioma was lucky. It's not as if maybe she's the best woman out there. And secondly, I said Chioma was playing a game. The moment Davido, they've met before Davido blew. And once Davido blew out and all these ladies started hopping around Davido, Chioma quickly realized that, hey, I'm in a competition. And when I saw Chioma's mom, I get it. I'm married to an Igbo woman. I'm married from Igbo. So I know how Igbo mom and their daughter can be so close, and how their mom usually guide them. The Ama, they guide them well. So I get it. And that's why yesterday I said life is a game. That was the lesson. If you missed the video, please hop back to my live show and you will see the one we did yesterday. So I said life is a game. You got to play to win. Today, the lesson I want to extract today, let me quickly show my sisters and brother here. By the way, shout out to Sister Natu and of course my chairman, man of prestige. They actually helped me make it make sense yesterday. And please, anybody, everybody, you are free to hop into the studio at any time. Don't be a stranger. Of course, you know me, say I'll be your coconut head brother. So if you see, say I don't they go, I don't my motor don't face north when I supposed to go south. Just quickly enter studio. Maybe you can tell me, say, Braben, Kujo. So again, yesterday, the lesson was life is a game, play to win. Today, the lesson is trust and friendship. And I'm going to use this in the defense of Sophia Momodu. The video I was playing when this show started was actually an interview by Sophia Momodu. And I think she did that interview somewhere around early 2024, this year, or towards the ending of 2023 somehow. And that interview actually took place in the United States. For me, as a media person, I see what is going on there. Sophia was trying to shalaye, and she was trying to shade Davido and try to put all her feelings. She tried to cover up all her feelings under the pretext that, oh, when I have my baby, my life turns around, I'll be doing this thing alone, I'll be doing all that. Now, don't blame Sophia. And the reason I'm saying you shouldn't blame Sophia is that I am not a girl, but I have sisters and I have friends. And I have friends that I know some of them are actually in Sophia's shoes right now. You ladies should know what I'm talking about. One way or the other, as a lady, you would have fell into a situation whereby you are unintentionally, you just discover that you are in a mix of a love triangle. You love a man, you love this man deeply, he says he loves you, and suddenly there is a third party, maybe a girlfriend somewhere, a side chick, and you spoke about it, you confronted him, you tell him you got to let go. He promised you, I'm not doing it again, I won't do it. I promise you, now mistake, now devil handwork. Again, you still say they are still dating. And just like that, because you love him, you somehow found yourself in a love triangle. That is how it happens mostly. It mostly happens when you trust a boyfriend, you believe you are in this together, and another girl pop up out of nowhere, and the girl won't let go. So I think that is what is happening between Sophia, Davido, and Chioma. So don't blame Sophia. You know, there is something I don't understand about girls and women these days. You guys, it's like you guys will defend somebody when it's convenient for you. And then when you found another person in the same situation, you just want to like sacrifice the other person. I don't know how to describe this perfectly, but I know Sister Natu and some of my sisters will get what I'm saying, and they will help clarify this. What I'm saying is that it's like when a woman find herself in a cheating situation, everybody will be like, never. She shouldn't have tolerated that. It is trauma. It's going to cost her so much. And then another woman, and Jane say, don't tag Sophia and David, for David is a married man. My sister, we're still going to talk about them. We just have to talk about it so that people can learn. So what I'm saying is that when a woman found herself in a cheating situation, women will condemn that situation and everybody will be like, hey, hell no, don't cheating. No, don't take it, don't tolerate it. Then another one we find herself in another cheating situation, and people will still be like, yes, it can happen. And now women they talk and pass. So for me, I would just say, okay, which one are we doing now? Where will they follow? All I'm saying is that cheating is wrong. No woman is supposed to experience cheating. And I've also said this multiple times. As a young man myself, I had my own dose of cheating. I think was it 2002? Somebody cheated on me, and since then, when I see person where they cheat, it go be like say make I squeeze their neck because that thing is painful. Cheating, don't even pray for it. I don't know. Maybe people kind of develop an immune system that made them just they don't even have any emotional pain or stress when their partner cheat on them or something. Because I'm telling you now, as a man, cheating is painful. When they serve you breakfast, your heart go big, 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 big. Now that day you go know say your heart actually have the capacity to beat 120 times in a minute. So where are we going today? And why am I talking about cheating? In today's part 2 of our series, I say don't blame Sophia Momodu. Divido and Chioma, cheating is not a deal breaker. Let me explain, please, before people will say, what is this man saying? Whether we like it or not, we have to accept the fact that in Nigeria, in that our environment, cheating is not a deal breaker. Right? Yeah, I see you, Gorex. When you are with the one you love. In Nigeria, cheating is not a deal breaker. People cheat a lot, and we are praying to God that they should change. And not only in Nigeria, even here in the Western world, a lot of people still cheat. But the grace we have in the Western world is that we have a legal system that works. If you are married and you cheat on your partner, you're going to pay for it. It doesn't matter whether man or woman. If you cheat on your partner and your partner have evidence, they can actually sue you, take your ass to court and clean you out. So we live in a Western world where people are held accountable for their actions. But in places like Nigeria and many other African countries, cheating is becoming normalized. So why we might look at it like, oh, cheating is a big deal. Why would this person cheat? Why would that person forget to? To some people, cheating is not a deal breaker. And now when we come to talk about Sophia and Davido and Chioma, I've already spoke about Chioma yesterday. Today, I really want to go deep into what happened between Sophia and Davido. Hey, Didi, my sister. What's up, mama? You're welcome. So I want to go deep into what happened between Sophia and Davido and the lessons we can get from this, because whether we're gonna accept it or not, a lot of women are in this same shoe now. They are in Sophia's shoe. A lot of young girls, young ladies right now who have a child or kids with one man, sometimes some of them are stuck. They can't get out of that entanglement with their baby daddy. They might be fighting, they might have argument. Hey, princess, I see you. Paul Sunday, how you doing? A lot of things might be going on, but they just can't get out of that entanglement. So don't tell me this situation is unique to Sophia. Hell no. There are too many baby mamas out there and baby daddies out there that the situation between Davido and Sophia is what exactly where they are as we speak. So we just got to look into it. Now, why am I making case that people should not judge or blame Sophia for what's going on? Let me quickly explain the component of love. Maybe that will help us have a better picture of what transpired. Now, I am not in their marriage. I don't know what happened. I'm not in their relationship. Everything I'm saying right now are speculations. We're just trying to make sense of what happened based on experiences and our understanding of how some of this thing works. So, let me quickly start by explaining to you guys the components of love. You see, when we say love, 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 we have thrown that word around so much that it's beginning to lose its values. But for those who are wise, they know that love is not just the terminology and the kiriwa, benshi, and every other thing that comes with it. There is a lot of things that goes into that definition of love. And for me, I've always seen love as having three components. And these three components present in most outstanding relationship and marriages. Love has three components, three pillars. And these pillars are trust, loyalty, and friendship. We can add many other components to it, but from my perspective and based on what I'm discussing today, I want us to look at trust, loyalty, and friendship. Davido did Sophia bad, and Davido also did Chioma bad, but Chioma is in a better place now because she ended up being the wife. Why am I saying that? You see, when you love a woman, the love will usually start from attraction, physical attraction. Oh, I see her bobby, see her backside. She's so sweet, she's so cute. You talk to her, you people start exchanging phone number and everything. And from there, you started something together. And if you guys are very fast, before you know, not only do kerewa, you know already they clap. Then the next thing is even in a one night stand situation, there's still some element of attraction there. But the moment you start building friendship, which in this case is superficial level, you start checking on each other, you calling each other, hey, how are you doing today? Have you eaten? How was your trip? How is everything? You start showing some level of care and concern for each other. You are talking more, you are building friendship. And from friendship, you will move on to building trust. And from trust, then you kind of have loyalty. Now, Davido offer these three things to both Chioma and Sophia Momodu. At each time that he was dating them, he offered each of them the three things. Davido gave them trust, loyalty, and of course, friendship. Now, one of the things Davido quickly lost, as far as Momodu and Davido is concerned, is loyalty. And immediately he lost loyalty, he also lost the trustworthiness, the trust Sophia had for Davido. Davido also lost the trust. So the matter gets as it be. But for every woman, if you are watching this right now, tell me, when you found we've all fell in love before. When you were in love with a guy, is there no this part of your heart that tells you this might actually lead to something? When you love a man, you kind of believe this might result in something tangible. And if the man is somebody with Davido status, there is money, you have a baby for him, and is always around the baby. I've seen so many pictures. My blogger sent me a lot of pictures when they were together during Imade's birthday and everything, and how Davido was loving and dotting around Sophia and all that. I get it. As at the time Davido and Chioma broke up, that Davido went back to Sophia, everybody feel like Sophia should have said no, right? She should have said, no, 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 no. I can't do this. If you really love me, you got to put a ring on it. Abby? But it's a lie. When you are in love, women, I'm sorry to say, sometimes when I don't fall in love like this, you get that soft part of una heart where we say, they let una reason and where say, I suppose put this guy on so condition. No, I need to tell this guy, say, if you don't do this, you can't have this. I believe you guys just have that soft spot for men. So the bottom line is that Sophia thought she is in a serious relationship with Davido. The pregnancy story, somebody shared with us yesterday that Sophia actually tried to hold Davido down with pregnancy, claiming that she was pregnant and all that. And when I went back to yesterday's show, I saw in the comments someone refuted that no, that Sophia did not tie Davido down with pregnancy, that they actually dated. Davido asked her out. I don't care, whatever the story. Well, all we know is that they have a child together and they actually are in a relationship. And the reason I said Chioma was lucky yesterday was that if it is not for the unfortunate incident of how they lost a baby, I don't even think Chioma would have won. Seriously. Because I will tell you now for free, when two people who are in a relationship lost a baby, that incident will make them bond even further. And I've seen Chioma like somebody who knows what she's doing. I think Chioma actually grabs that opportunity of that unfortunate event to correct the video head and say, come, oh boy, I can't do this anymore. We are not married. You are hopping all over the place. You are running around. You're cheating on me. And now this. And now this. I can't do it. Let me go. And I heard from some grapevine that even when Davido and Chioma split off, I heard that Chioma was actually dating someone else. We can't confirm that. But we both know as parents that when something like this happened, somebody lost a baby, that's supposed to bring a kind of closeness between the parents of that child. And this is where the luck element comes in. Chioma see that gap, say, man, I need to hold this guy head straight now. And another card that played in favor of Chioma was the parent. Davido's parents love Chioma. They love Chioma. And when that thing happened, as a parent, any parent watching this now, you should know what I'm talking about. As a parent, Davido's dad and everybody have to step in. They have to rally around Chioma and, of course, Davido. These guys, they are emotional people. They are human beings. Forget the status and the stardom, But I think that was the turning point. That is where Chioma, when they play what, right? When you play what, you get a general market, pick 3, pick 2. And if you are playing the other card game, you might have a king or a queen in your hand. And you might even have your joker with yourself. So Chioma just used that to seal the whole thing. Now, why I think people have issue with what's her name, Sophia, is that after Davido did introduction with Chioma, Sophia knew the game is over. And Sophia started to shalaye, like MOP will say, and have venue of channel of shalaye is social media. I think the shalaye she was doing was she just want people to hear her side of the story. Look, my sister and brothers, sometimes when you are so desperate to tell your side of the story, you couldn't be making the matter worse. You might think, okay, if I just go to social media, I just put it out there, and at least everybody will see. We make it worse. We all saw what happened yesterday from VDM. Once VDM start dragging everybody that attended the Davido's wedding and dragged the Yabojo, Paulo jump into the ring. Paulo will feel like, okay, if I use social media to get across to this guy, we can actually put an end to this. Now, lie you just open a can of worm. That is what happened to Sophia. She thought Agushalai. And if you remember yesterday, I started by telling you guys that you should always know where you belong in the realm of things. Sophia see the Davido that when they day inside, they do the do. But Sophia did not see, she didn't saw the Davido who has almost 3 million fans behind him. And there is something about us Africans. When we like somebody, we go somehow like the wife too. If you like a woman who is a superstar, somehow you go on like the husband too. So 30 million fans who love the video, they automatically like Chioma. And with the incident that happened, anything Sophia throw out there on the internet, they will just grab it. Say, look at you, you are desperate. Eh? You are desperate. You want to tie him down. It was just terrible. So I get it to people. For the team Sophia's, those who are really angry because this thing don't get out of hand. A lot of people are literally fighting left, right, and center. I don't know what to be on a problem. When I know they the marriage, we know they the marriage. But I think this really hit home with a lot of people. So that is just my defense for Sophia. The bottom line is what happened to Sophia is happening to a lot of single mothers now. Some of them are raising their children all by themselves. Some of them don't even have an active father who is involved in their child's life. And some of them have a father who is married to another woman, but still want to come and mess with them. And this is where I want to extract my lesson today. As a woman, if you have a child with a man, and that man is not making you a wife, he's already made his decision that I have someone else that I think is better than you that I want to marry. Auntie, if you are sleeping with that man, you are selling yourself cheap. Let's start from there. So, for people who are here, I'm gonna start reading comment now, and I'm gonna drop my link so we can drive this home. Would you blame Sophia for falling in love with Davido? Drop your comment, please. So those are the about 3 things we're looking at. Number 1, would you blame Sophia for falling in love with Davido? Number 2, do you think Sophia was trying to tie Davido down with pregnancy? A lot of people said that is what she was doing, but I think we all know by now, pregnancy is like the last thing you can use to tie anybody down now. In this day and time, it know they work. So, Didi says, Steve Harvey wrote a book titled Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. This was one of the first book I read to equip myself in the dating world. Absolutely, you did good, my sister. Once you know how we think as a man, you are in a better place, you know. And this love thing, it went deep for women than it is for men. All right. And that's why I promised you guys yesterday that I'm going to share something with you. For those who are shouting, why Davido should marry Chioma? Why did she marry Chioma? Why did Chioma accept this? Why did Chioma accept that? I just did laugh like, what is wrong with Nigerians? In fact, I have a show that I think I will just do a pre-recording of that show. Let me show you guys. And it's still hovering around this Davido stuff. Nigerians are hypocrites. May God forgive me, I beg. May God forgive us. Nigerians are hypocrites. I have this show that I will definitely record and publish. And I titled it Ned and Regina. Yes, Divido and Chioma. No, Nigerians, hypocrisy. Now, in Nigeria, what is good for one person is poison for another person. Nigerians are the one who said, "Oh, Regina make the best decision. Regina follow her heart. Regina love Ned. Ned love Regina. Ned is a polygamist. It's okay. A man can marry as many wives as possible." Nigerians were praising Regina Daniels. And now, Chioma married Davido. Now, everybody they talk, say, she go collect. Chioma go collect. Well, Chioma will not collect nothing. Cheating is not a deal breaker. If you are in that relationship that Chioma is right now, with all the money, did you notice how they were spraying $100? Even somebody, one of the video's friends, I saw the video, the guy carry bundle of dollar notes, carry him, give Chioma. Chioma just took the money and give it to her assistant. She wasn't even moved. That is a woman that has made up her mind. So anybody who want to fight, who want to argue about her relationship, it's better we all look forward to how we can make our own relationship better. So when people said, "Oh, Ned, it's okay for Regina to marry Ned, and Ned is taking good care of her. Ned is doing this, Ned is doing that." Listen and listen good. The same thing is happening in Davido's life now, and everybody they develop headache. To some ladies, cheating is not a deal breaker, especially in Nigeria. Even here in abroad, some ladies that are involved with some guys who are really good ballers, guys who owe better money. Imagine a guy that pay your mortgage. If your mortgage is like $4,500 or $5,000 a month, a guy that pays your mortgage, buy you luxury car, take care of everything, you go on vacation anyhow as you want. You think the ladies don't know that such guy or man could be cheating? Women are not they deceiving ourselves. Now, people will never find men that has good money. Man will get better money and better gbola. Now them they shout, cheating is a deal breaker, cheating is a deal breaker. The truth of the matter is that when you meet a man who is rich and is taking good care of you, it will get to a point you will say, you know what? I would rather cry in a Lamborghini. Let me cry in Dubai. When it comes to you and I, when it comes to our level, because we are not billionaires, that is when we will know that almost cheating is not good. Though. Cheating is this. That's why you will tell the woman, leave him. Or if you live in Western world like America, where you know that if your husband cheats, you can literally take his ass to court and collect everything where you get. That is where you get him out. But if you are in a place like Nigeria, in Africa, what are you gonna do? Your husband get money, he cheat on you. You say you the best, you the para. They go now. I'm sorry. I am not in any way encouraging cheating or saying it's normal. I'm just saying that let us continue educating younger ones that you don't treat people like this. You don't cheat on your woman. You don't want to put anybody in a love triangle situation. Men who tried what just happened between Divido, Chioma, and Sophia, if they don't have money, they tend to lose their life faster. That's why you see all those poor papa, them poor uncles that they get one wife, then they get like 3-4 concubines. They buy quick because money no day. As those women, they begin to drag between themselves. One day, they go even delete him himself. So let us just relax on this matter of he cheat. I go break in head. I will do this. I'll do that. No. Good Chai said cheating is a deal breaker for me because I was raised with morals. Excellent. You see, I don't know if you live in Western world, cheating is a deal breaker for almost all the ladies in the Western world. And even in Nigeria itself, there are still some women that they are professionals, they have their money, they really don't need the man to actually uplift their status or something. If they are in love, they are in love. And if you cheat on them, even in Nigeria, they would literally walk out of your life. But when you live in a country where poverty is the order of the day, where men have more power and more say than women, when you are in a country where you mistreat one woman, another woman is ready to take her spot, despite all the nonsensical things you did to your present woman. There is another woman who want to take the spot. So a lot of women in that regard don't see cheating as a deal breaker. And for Chioma, I don't think cheating is a deal breaker. And that's made me want to round up on the notes of what I promised you guys yesterday, that I'm going to tell you guys about my own cheating experience and how, hey, Sister Natu, Jesus, I don't even look here, Modano. Hey, Temi Bami. Sister Natu.
No, go ahead with your tell-all book.
How long have you been at the backstage?
No, I just came in.
Okay. I'm so sorry, my sister. So, why I want to, hey, Sister Uju, welcome, ma. Welcome, my auntie. Welcome. So, the reason I want to tell you this experience of mine with cheating is to let you know that if a man can build trust, if you can get your woman to a place whereby she trusts you and she believes whatever you tell her, you are saying the truth. You can literally cheat and come back and tell your woman that it was a mistake. And even though the woman knows it no be mistake, sometimes they could just accept. And like I said yesterday, we are all saying Davido cheat, Davido cheat, Davido cheat. Many of us don't even know the circumstances surrounding that cheating. I believe Davido don't have self-control, and I believe that he has a lot of enablers around him. And because of the nature of his trade, he's a superstar, a musician, he was gonna travel, he's gonna do so many things, and he will always be in the midst of ladies. I get it. But we don't know what she told Chioma. So here is my personal experience with building trust and how a man can tell cheating story. Sister Natu, you won't hear them?
I didn't wait to.
All right. Hey, Gorex, you want to hear it too? All right. Let me tell you guys what happened. So my wife and I, we met at school, and at our final year, she came to America and I was back in Nigeria, and she lived in America for 2 years before she came back to Nigeria and we got married. Now, when she came to America, to be honest, I thought that was it. I thought, poor person like me, I want to take rich America. But God changed the script. She got to America, she discovered that she was pregnant, and she reached out back to me. And then I'm like, it be like, say, hope they here. Like play. That is how we have my first daughter. But this is where the cheating comes in. She was in America, I was in Nigeria. And in Nigeria, for those who are not familiar with our education system, when you are done with the university, we have what we call National Youth Service. You have to go and serve the nation, and you go to wherever they transfer you to. So you don't get to choose where you're going to serve. They will just send you to any state, And when they were going to send me to serve, I ended up in Enugu. That's why I love my Igbo people so much. I spent 1 year in Enugu. So the moment I got to Enugu and we were dispatched for our primary assignment, I was saying, oh, nothing will happen. Now that my wife is pregnant, we are not married at that time anyway. Now that my girlfriend is pregnant, she's in America, I don't want to spoil anything. No, I want to stay whole faithful. I won't even do nothing. But youth service is a different ball game entirely. When we don't even have a job, we were asked to teach. Sometimes you have maybe 1 or 2 hours class, and that's it for the day. There is nothing else to do than to work out or hang out with boys and all that. But then before we left the camp, oh, Sister Ju, you are from Enugu. Wow, man, Sister Ju, your state is beautiful. I really love Enugu. I actually serve at MNA. So Enugu is a very beautiful place, and the people are very, very friendly. So there's this lady that we met at camp, and she's a quiet lady. She has almost the same qualities like my girlfriend, which happened to be my wife now. And I think those are the things that actually attracted me to her. So we get talking. And when we now left camp and we now come to the main city where we have our primary assignment, this girl was they get money. So she too, they transfer her to the capital of Enugu. And from there, we get to see each other. So we are all jobless. This is a lady that is driving padded V-boot, rich lady. And since we are jobless, most of the time, now talk, we just they talk. And me, Abiomoiko, as a youth copper, my small room, I have TV set, DVD, I have generator. Life was good. I like Faji, I'm a Yoruba boy. So everybody always kind of hang around my room all the time. And she happens to be, hey, Cherish, Olivia, welcome, my sister. And she happens to be one of those ladies that come to hang around. And let me tell you, sometimes when men cheat, they really don't plan that they were going to cheat. Loneliness can actually make a man cheat. So, as a result of me being around her all the time, she's around me, one thing led to another, and then we started dating. But the good thing about me is I've learned to do this right from when I was even like 16, 17. I usually date a girl, finish my affair with you before I move on to the next one. So even when that happened, I told her, look, I'm a married man, even though I'm not married officially right now. Um, my spouse is in America, and it seems we're gonna get married. But now service we did. So we're just keeping each other company. Now fast forward to when
Oil change. Oil change.
oil change exactly. Now fast forward to when my wife now came back to Nigeria and we had our wedding. My baby was already 2 years old. And Obiri, after our wedding, we are still in the hotel where we begin our honeymoon. After day 1, day 2, day 3. By day 4, Madam asked me the question that almost took me out. That's the way we say we suppose the honeymoon. No. Madam just asked me in the middle of the night when action one they go on everything, and she's like, babe, I need to ask you something, and I want you to tell me the truth. Did you sleep with anyone since I was not here?
I'm sorry. I'm just like imagining the image in my head. I'm sorry.
Since not to, I'm glad that at least me and my wife we did talk about that, we did laugh about the situation now, but it wasn't funny that day when she asked, "Did you sleep with anybody when I was not here?" My body calmed down.
Everything just died down.
4 days after our wedding, and I'm like, my mind was all over the place. I feel like, why don't you just hold on to this thing? At least go back to America first. When you reach America, maybe you can call me.
Ask me from there.
You ask me at
No,
the spot.
we don't work like that. We do face to face. Look at me. I look
It's
at
not to
your
women.
husband.
Una bado. Women. Una the South person. That was a huge breakfast for me. So my brain was going like 120 miles an hour. Because when she asks, I now relax and I say to myself, should I tell her the truth or should I lie? And when I look in her eyes, this is a woman I know very, very well. She can take whatever you throw at her. That doesn't mean if she need to attack you back, say she no go attack you. But she's the type that she would rather prefer you tell her the truth, let her deal with it.
So she knows. Yeah.
right,
You don't
right
want to go out and be looking stupid.
now you lying.
Excuse my language. Yeah.
So I now told her that, babe, I remember vividly the first thing I said is, do you really want to do this now? She said, yes, talk to me. I want.
Which
And
one? Which English is that?
and
Let me mute myself
I
out.
can't blame her, Sister Natu, because she only took like I think she took 2 months off from work to come for our wedding and everything. After the wedding, after the 2 months is over, she's going back to America. And I don't know. We both don't know how long it's going to take before my paper, my visa will come out. Sure, you see. So I think she just wants to know what type of a guy is this guy now. So I now calm down. When I asked, babe, do you really want to do this now? She said, yes, I want. And I said, my mind, a part of my brain told me that, hey, Ben, I can lie now, then I have to tell more lies to cover it up. Or I can tell the truth, just
And be
accept
done
whatever
with
is
it.
coming for me. So I told her, I said, baby, first of all, I love you. You know I do. And
That's
you
where they
know,
start. They use that one. Press
I'm
your
just
Momo button.
I'm just telling you how we they operate as men now. You know, that's why I said it depends on how you tell the story. The way you tell the story determines if your woman will forgive you and move on. And what you do after you admit that you cheated. Those two things are critical. So I told her, I said, baby, I love you. You know that. I can never ever replace you with anybody. And I love you. I don't want to lie to you. The truth of the matter is that I slept with somebody. I do. I slept with someone. And it is not here in Lagos. It happens at Enugu during youth service. And if you understand how it is, how lonely it can be when you are serving, there is nothing to do. And you
Excuse.
guys are friends, you are
Oh
hanging
God.
around all the time. Something
Oh,
can happen.
Kure.
Okay. Oh. So I told her that I did it. And I said, because I can see the moment I said that, she closed her eyes for I don't even know how long it was. Then I see tears beginning they show for one side of her eyes, and I feel like, God damn it, what have I done, Ben? Definitely, this guy go leave me now. People go say, wait, you don't take your hands, spoil your own. Your woman will come from abroad. Why you go tell her that kind of truth? But that wasn't me. I just feel like, let me just be honest with her. So I now said to her, babe, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Honey, babe, I see you, mama. How are you doing? So I told her, I'm so sorry for what I did. But the truth is this, if I tell you, say, for the past 2 years that you were not here, if I tell you, say, I don't do anything, you too, you go believe me, you know? So I said, I did, but I only did with just one person. And from this moment henceforth, nothing will ever happen between me or anybody. You can trust me on that. She was like, she pushed my hand away, everything. She covered herself up. I don't even know what was happening to me at that moment. My yash begin hot. I'm like, me. America, you could bye bye. I will never go to
Oh,
America again.
oh my God.
ah, man of prestige. Now don't they ask question now, Baba, how you day? Man of prestige say just one person. Yeah, just one person, though.
Which one?
We
MOP, stop it.
we operate differently. So she covered herself up and she didn't said a word to me for the rest of the night. I not till I no talk finish. My heart they shake, my hand they shake, everything. It wasn't even like now. 4 days after my wedding, I my eldest sister and my eldest brother, they used to be like my closest person that I usually tell things that is going on. But I can't even tell them this because I now start blaming myself that it would have been better if I lied. If I just say, look, since where you go, I tie my thing down, my bola no go anywhere. I no
We know
do
say na
nothing.
lie. We know say na lie. We know
I
we
think-
know say na lie.
So I said, it could have been better if I lie. But then she didn't say anything. I knew she was crying and I just hug her. I beg. But it was at the point I was even shedding tears myself. Like, please, I just don't want to lie to you. I love you so much, and I don't think lying to you will do me any good. And then the next day, after breakfast, everything, we come back to the room again, and then we restarted the conversation. And then she asked me, "What is going to happen from now on?"
If I go back, because I'm still going back and leaving you.
Hey, Sister Natu, because I'm telling you guys that this situation is not as easy as we think say it be, especially for those who are in distance relationship and all this
I
jackpot.
did distant relationship now, distant marriage for 2 years. So I know.
So it's crazy. So she's like, what's going to happen now that I'm going back? And I'm like, I promise you, I will try to be faithful. I will do everything in my capacity to be faithful. And nothing will ever happen. Well, we manage after like a week. She said, okay, thank you for telling me the truth. But I hope it's just that one girl. And I said, I told you all along, I swear, like that one girl. I said, that one girl, no other person, no, you know. And then she just managed. We had fun. We do every other thing. Go to all the places she want to go in Lagos. We have really good time together. And then she came back to America. And as she came back to America like this, now so myself carry my Bible, begin to pray, say, God, help me, oh, God, help me, oh, you know. And at that time, my business was in Lasso. My business was inside campus. I was doing research consultancy at that time. Girls, they always there around 247. So I can't they pray like, God help me. Ọlọ́run ṣàánú mi. I can't wait back me jẹ́
Oh my goodness.
So you see, it is easier for my wife to just come back to America and cancel my paper, cancel everything, and just say, weary. I was here thinking about him, raising our child alone, and he's there messing around and all that. But I guess because I admitted the truth.
It's not, Baban, it's even more, it's much more than the paper. Do you understand?
Right?
It's not you thinking your wife come. This is somebody that you're already planning. You're going to have a child already.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? So even the fact of someone else raising your child, the fact of not being able to see your child maybe ever again, something like that. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of women will prefer the truth. That's just the fact. They prefer the truth and have an idea.
But there are some
But
women that prefer you lie now. Some women prefer that you lie to them.
Say your woman they craze. Let me just warn you. You go explain, no evidence.
Oh my God, honey baby's here. Hi, honey baby.
Hello, sorry, I wasn't gonna come on.
You go collect.
Sorry,
you go collect now.
Accountability.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm all about choices, yeah, whether it's good or bad. And as I always say to people, yeah, you have to respect people's choices. Like I said, if Chioma decides to marry and has married Davido, everybody should mind their business. But I will say this. Deal with the consequences, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
That's how I am, if anything. I'm not wishing bad on anybody. I just believe that people need to be adult enough. When you make choices, have it at the back of the mind. There's consequences.
Exactly.
And like I said, good or bad, are you able to handle the consequences of your bad choices or good choices? And that's where I am. Like I said, just own your choices. I don't think anyone has any business, but like I said, from accountability point of view, I would tell this and I repeat myself again and again. Just take accountability of your choices, good or bad.
Mm,
Okay, now.
mm.
That's
Yeah.
me.
All right. Now, do you think it's really justifiable for people to blame
Hmm.
Sophia for what happened to her? Because you were not here when I started anyway. One of the
Sorry,
things
I came finished work late. Yeah, I'm listening to you. Sorry.
one of the things I said in defense of Sophia is that a lot of women are actually in the same position that Sophia is right now.
Yes,
Some of them,
totally.
some of them have kids with a man who has already moved on with another woman, but that
Mm.
child still kind of brings them together, and some of them can't even control each other. They are still sleeping with each other, even though
Can
the
I
man
give
is
you? I mean, I'm in that situation. I'm not in that situation, but I always like to bring my life business because I'm not a hypocrite. I won't say one thing and do another.
yeah.
I have two children from two different men. My first child is 12, and I was engaged to him. It didn't work out. My mum is of the opinion, single mom. And at that time, not trying to give excuses, as I said, I own up to my choices. I shouldn't have married, and we are now longer together. So I have a child with him as well. Now, the issue is, I was point blank serious that when I decided to end my marriage, for me, I'm very hardcore. When I say I'm done, I'm done. So it was very, very easy. But at the same time, not everybody is me. You have to make a conscious decision that even if you're no longer together with the father or the mother of your child, you have to be brutal and just deal with them as a co-parent. Me, I can't be sleeping around. I can't be doing that rubbish. From the time I told him I'm no longer interested up until today. Now, we've been divorced since 2016, so I don't know how many years you want to count. And in that time, I've made it very, very clear via text, via WhatsApp, via Skype. This is the time to pick up your child. This is the time to pick him up. We discuss summer holidays. Like, I have to call him on Saturday to discuss summer holidays because we always do 3 weeks with me, 3 weeks with him. But there's nothing else to talk about. When he drops my child, is ring doorbell, bim. As soon as I open the door, my son comes in. He goes back. My ex-husband has not even entered my house. He doesn't even know my telephone number. You understand? So it's on the individual to make the decision that you have to be business-like. It's just about the kid. If you allow someone, if you don't have boundaries, that's how you end up sleeping with each other. You understand what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
about integrity. Thank you very much, Cherish Oliver. It's about integrity. And for me, I'm not fighting my ex, but if I'm ending a relationship, I've divorced him, why would I be going back? It's nasty, it's messy. And by doing that, you will not move on.
You are self-sabotaging yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're sabotaging yourself because I don't think it's nasty to be going back and forth, going back and forth, going back and forth. You understand? You're no longer together. I think it's sloppy seconds to be sleeping with someone and the person is married or has a main person. You're no longer together. Respect yourself, wipe your eyes and move on. Me,
Okay.
I'm all about moving on and respecting yourself. Why are you still sleeping with someone? He doesn't want to be with you. That's why he has married someone else or is with someone else. All the excuse that I've got a child with him. Now I've got a child of my ex. Like I said, I made a decision to divorce him in 2014. That's almost 10 years ago. He has never entered my house since the day that we ended the relationship. He knock on the door. He doesn't even enter the house. My son enters the house, and that is it.
Okay, honey
Are you
babe.
getting me?
I got you, honey babe. I just want to ask something real quick.
Mhm.
You understand the meaning of Yoruba Dimo?
Of course I do.
Have you heard of that term before, Yoruba Dimo?
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to be nasty because he's the father. Like I said, my ex-husband is the father of my child. But at the time when it was really hurting and it was quite emotional, I would have classified my ex as a Yoruba demon. Trust me.
Is he a Yoruba man?
Yes, trust me. He showed me madness. He showed me craziness and madness. But at the end of the day, you have to be mature because this is the father of my child. My ex-husband is the father of my child. And I've reached a stage after 10 years. I've grown, I've matured a lot. That's why I said I've been there when it's bitter. I've been there when you're acting crazy. And you have to grow and be mature.
Oh, my boss is here. Shout out to Man of Prestige. Shout out to everyone. Cherish, Olivia, Shola, Luke, I see you, Didi, and everybody. Do you know why I asked if you know the meaning of Yoruba Dimo?
Why?
Because as a Yoruba, there is something about us. We can literally charm you, not like in the negative way, with our manners, how we do things. Yes, love bombing. We can literally sweep you off your feet and you will feel like you are in space.
Yes.
And then the moment we are done, when we
are
are
done,
God forgive us, I beg.
See, the thing is,
sorry. This is where MOP used to preach about self-awareness. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you have self-awareness, you should be able to discern what the other person is trying to do. If you're going there for a purpose to get something, and the person
transactional, when it's transactional,
yeah, exactly. Do your transaction and leave. That's one thing I've always said it, and someone was saying about self-respect. One thing I've always bragged about me all the time is that I don't double date. If I tell you I'm with this person today, you don't see me with another person. If you see me with someone tomorrow, me and another person were not together. I brag about that. You can say, "Oh, I've dated this girl." Ask the person. And I have a rule. If I'm with someone, there is no man that will be my friend that I will let disrespect my man.
Yes.
It can be order for me. Yes. Order. So we should be able to create that what you don't want for yourself. But the moment you start giving room for some kind of, Ola used to say one Yoruba proverb that says that if there's a crack on the wall, you're giving access to the lizard to come.
Yep.
Sister Natu, you have said it, and you have said it.
If you decide not to cover the crack on your wall, and it's summertime, it's rainy season, I'm sorry. You're going to have much more work to do later because guess what? The lizards are coming in your house, the roaches are coming in, the rain is going to spoil the wall. Now you have to bring down the wall and do it all over again. That's on you.
I love that analogy that you used.
Yeah, both of them are all adults. First of all, when Sophia was missing with him, she's like way older than him. She knows what she was going for because he's a celebrity. She wants to be tagged as a celebrity girlfriend. It comes with a price tag. Now you say you want to pay the price. I'm not feeling bad for him or for her because it's a personal choice. When it happened, they were all adults.
Yeah, but the thing is, Sister Natu, they're both accountable for their decisions. You understand? Right. I'm not going to exonerate Davido because he was younger than her. Like I said, I believe that two adults, exactly.
As long as his bowler stands and he knows how to.
What's the decision? What's the decision? Sorry, what's the decision that we're talking about? You were talking about they were both accountable for the decision. What decision?
No.
I think if you're in a relationship with someone, man of prestige, that's you're both accountable for that choice. If the like for me, I married my husband. Maybe it was the wrong choice, but I'm accountable for making the bad choice and the marriage scatter, and he's accountable as well. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm making myself clear, but you're both accountable for making a decision to be together. Exactly.
What we're saying is that we're not saying that they said that okay, it's my responsibility. Okay, I know I made this decision. What we're saying is that when you were going into it, you decided I want to date this girl. I know she's older than me, but I think I like her. I know she's younger than me, maybe matured a little bit, but I still want to.
Can I say something? Sorry. I don't like the whole age thing because I'm actually older than I was older than my ex-husband. So I have a thing about age. Sorry,
why don't you like the age thing?
I don't know why people like to age shame. I was only 3 years older than mine.
I'm not really age shaming.
No, hold on.
Age gap is like bigger.
At what gap would you call it? Would you stop looking at it as age shaming?
I don't feel that we've mentioned. Okay, you just. I'm not trying to say anything to anybody, but I've just noticed the words that we've used is that she's so much older, she's older. And I think that's got nothing to do with the dynamics.
No.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I agree with
Let me
you.
tell you why
I
I
agree
said
with
that.
you.
I'm okay. Sorry. Let me just say the reason why I mentioned that is that these
Okay.
are the tendencies. Because woman tends to be like more mature than
Okay.
men, even if
I
they're the
understand
same
you now.
age.
Not my bad.
So if you are like 8 years older than him, that means that when it comes to maturity, like you're 15 years older than him. What do you want
That's
to
a
do with
whole
that? That's
generation.
the
8
point
to
I'm making.
10 years is a
Exactly.
whole
So
generation.
I'm not shaming, but I'm just saying that she brought herself down
Okay.
too low to be able to get all this thing up flipping on her.
Yeah, because let me say
My
this,
bad.
right? Context, right? Context. Davido was like what, like 21, 22, I heard, and she was like 26, 27. Just you as a
Okay.
mother, think about your baby being 20, 21. They're not, most
Okay.
likely they're probably trying to get their way out of college if they're early enough, or probably
Okay, maybe I'm
the
an
last year in
exception, but I
college.
bought my first property at 21. And not everybody's me. I'm just saying.
No, is it maybe
Just
or you are
saying.
an exception? No, let's be honest.
There
Is it
you go.
maybe or
I'm
you are
just
an exception?
saying. I'm just
You
saying.
are an exception.
You are an exception. Come on, honey babe. Come on.
You are an exception.
Most
Yes.
most
Just joking.
most
I think
most 21-year-old people are they're still tied to their mother's breast.
yeah, exactly. Honey, babe, I think you have to visit Nigeria and live for at least 1 year so you can
I
have a
plan
better
to go.
picture.
I plan to go next year. I haven't been since 2018. I went with my cousin. I need to go again. Yeah.
You
Okay.
should.
All right. Let's start.
Don't let them shame you with that. I haven't been since 2018 too.
Really? No,
Go
I
ahead.
tried to go because of the boys. I need to start going because of my kids. They need to be going to Nigeria regularly.
Okay. I think MOP and my sisters in the house.
Sir.
Do you think that Sophia's attempt to shalaye is the reason why the fans turns against her? Because
Yes.
I see from Gold here, Gold Chai said, let's talk about the fans. They are part of the problem. Which I think is it her effort to shalaye? Because I said in my introduction, I seriously believe that Davido betrayed Sophia. I believe he betrayed Sophia. And I also believe that the incident that happened with the loss of their baby is what actually gave Chioma an edge when it comes to this thing.
Braben, let me ask you a question. If you take yourself to a Range Rover dealership and you decide to buy a Range Rover or a Mercedes Benz,
Yeah.
first of all, you know their parts are expensive. That's
Mhm.
number one. You know that,
Mhm.
right? If you
Yeah.
carry that car and you come back home, you're supposed to do. I always use a car as analysis because I've experienced this car issue recently. And then you're supposed to do oil change, and if you to do oil change, and you keep going with that car because it's serving the purpose. Now, oil change was supposed to be in January. You drove that car till May, and one day you were driving, the car stopped. Do you understand? And you were
Yeah.
driving and the car stopped. And now you call Mercedes Benz and tell them they're not fair to you. Because in my own situation, what happened to the car is that I didn't get anything on the dashboard that anything was wrong with the car until the car
Oh.
stopped. So now I'm gonna go and say, sometimes I drive the car, sometimes my husband drives. Why didn't my husband check it? But I drive the car more. I drive the car 90% of the time. Or I would say, you guys should have said it. Exactly. So
Sister
now
Natu,
are you going to blame
women
Mercedes
don't
Benz?
check cow. I'm sorry, Sister Natu.
I understand, but I'm just
Women don't
asking.
pay attention to
Are
cow.
you
You
going
guys
to
just
are
try.
you going to
I
blame?
don't like the analogy.
No, bro, Ben, wait.
Even me,
Are
I
you going
hate
to now
cars.
blame? I'm asking you. I'm asking you now as a man. Are you going to blame Mercedes Benz for not setting up an app that will tell you that you need to do oil change,
Service your car.
or it
I
should be
get you.
reminding you when to do oil change? I didn't remind you. No, 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 because that's what you are supposed to do. So telling her that he played her dirty, no, she should have known at some point. This is what I'm saying. If you are going to date Don Jazzy, Baba, know what you are buying because he's going to be posting women's nyash on
Exactly.
Instagram. What are you going to do about it? Do you want your man to be posting women's nyash on Instagram? No. Okay, I don't want it, Don Jazzy. Be going. But if you go with him, that's what's going to happen. So what are you going to do about it?
Can I interject here? I agree with you, Sister Natu. Sorry.
Give me just 1 second. Let me explain this. Sister, would you say, please, what is shalaye? me tell you, Shalaye is actually a Yoruba language. It's a Yoruba term for people explaining. When they say, you go Shalaye, Shalaye tire, I just say you go explain tire. So that's the meaning of please go ahead.
Well, I do agree with Sister Natu, but I don't know. I'm coming back. I'm putting on my accountability hat on. I know, but I'm of the opinion. Yes, she should have known what what she was gonna, what she's gonna, experience. Him being a very famous musician, him, that type of person. You're gonna be hanging around in certain circles. I do agree, but at the same time, I still believe in the fact that as an individual, he still owes it to her to
Right.
obviously say, listen, yeah, you're my piece. You're not my main piece. I'm going to be doing other girls. I know that sounds
Yeah,
really
but his
silly, but
actions should show you that. You don't need to
I still
explain that to
think
me.
that
Men don't
you still
explain
have,
everything.
sorry?
Men don't explain everything. His actions should tell you if you're the main piece or the side piece.
Very true, very true. But I still think that if you ask, I still think the person, if I was dating someone, yes, their actions will show me, definitely. But at
So,
the same
sorry,
time,
if you ask what?
I still would have expected I still would have expected that person, if I asked them, what am I to you? Something, I mean, I'm just paraphrasing. I would expect that person to say, listen, I'm not serious about you. I would know by actions, but I still believe that it should be confirmed by that question being asked and him being able to reply truthfully. You understand where I'm coming from?
Oh, MOP. MOP, you are
Sam, can
trying
you hear
to.
me?
Yeah, you are saying something.
Yeah, I think she was talking about because I just came back in. They need to work on this
Okay.
StreamYard on the phone thing.
I saw.
So it's only my alarm that rang off and then it took me out. But anyway, yeah, I was asking ask what because she was saying if she asked because I lost
Oh,
Sorry,
that in the
what I
conversation.
said is that if when you have a conversation, like I said, I'm very clued up. I don't need anybody to tell me that. It's not. I see actions. I know what to do. But I'm saying that if I
Exactly.
wasn't the honey babe that I am, if I was a woman that, even though I saw actions, I still want someone to communicate with me. I will now say to the
Yes.
person, "What am I to you? Are we serious? Are we
Mhm.
not serious?" That is
Right,
when
right,
I
right.
respect the gentleman that I'm speaking to obviously communicate with me to tell me that, you know what, you're wasting my time. Or yes, I'm serious about
Hmm.
you. Now, I wouldn't
Honey
do that.
babe,
I
sorry, let
wouldn't
me
do that.
interject
Like
before you
I said,
continue.
actions would be enough for
But
me
let's
to say,
ask, did she ask him that?
Was it me or she sounds so far away now?
yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
she sounds so
Honey,
far
babe.
away.
yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you
You
sound
sound
so
far away.
away.
Okay,
Suddenly
apologies. I'm
sound far
charging
away.
my phone. Sorry. Can you hear me now? Damn. Can you hear
We
me?
can still hear
Or
you, but it's too far
yeah,
away.
Okay,
it's
what I'm
probably a
gonna
call
do,
try to
I'm
come
going
in or something
downstairs. Give
wrong.
me a
Okay,
minute. Let me move.
maybe you drop and then come back again. Maybe
Okay.
that will help. All right. Okay,
That's a
Before
MOP.
solution.
Holiday comes back, right? Before I move you out, let me ask you a question.
All right.
Let's not assume, like, did she have that emotional intelligence to ask him, what are we or what are we doing? Let me tell you something. If you don't draw the line to ask what are we or what are we doing, and
Oh,
you have a
oh,
child, you know that he's messing with other women, and he keeps coming back, you're opening your leg. He doesn't need to answer you. You don't need to
sorry,
answer that
what's
question.
what's
You need
the
to explain
original
that.
question?
She was talking
What's the
about
original question?
the original question of Brad Ben said that you don't think Davido was fair to Sophia because he did her dirty, and Only was trying to like dissect it. And
Yeah, I
he
said
owes
Yeah.
her
I think
that
Davido
explanation.
betrayed Sophia's trust
No,
and
he didn't.
friendship.
No, he
That's what I
didn't.
said.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard for me to speak to that because I don't have enough details to know if he betrayed or not. Well, I think what we know is that Davido was already an upcoming rock star when they started dating. So there's a good chance there were many other girls around him too, and it's just what it is. So
Okay.
it's very hard for me to speak to if Davido betrayed her or not. One of the things that I noticed with some of these conversations is that we're obsessed with the
Mm.
past and we're obsessed
Yeah,
with the future.
exactly.
The present situation is that they have a child together. If they can't handle that right now, there's an extremely good chance they couldn't handle themselves back then too, as individuals
Okay, now,
first,
no battle.
before we even talk about a relationship. especially if Davido was 21, 22 years old.
Mm.
It's just there's too many layers of disconnect that it's just very hard for me to speculate backwards, right?
Oh yeah.
So in terms of who's accountable, I need to know accountable for what? For a relationship? You're accountable for every relationship you engage. You as an individual, you are accountable for every relationship you engage. Two people cannot be accountable for one thing at a time. There's no organization where they make it that way. They always make it that, okay, if something broke, this is the person I'm holding accountable, right?
Exactly.
So if you say there's a relationship, right, there's two people involved. But usually you were put in a position where you have to decide to be with the person. You as an individual, you are put in a position and you have to decide to be with a person. If it's consensual, then maybe we can safely say both of them are accountable. But I just want us to pay attention when we're saying both, like two people are accountable for one thing at the same time. This is where we're having problems with relationships, because it's very hard to say this is the person that we're holding accountable for something, and that creates a complexity, and which is why we're having these conversations, which I appreciate.
Okay.
You know,
Now there is
yeah.
this comment I highlighted. Welcome back, honey babe. I just want
Thank
us to
you.
quickly look at this because I actually when I was talking to my assistant in Nigeria prior to this show, I made reference to this thing that New Wise Skin said. I said the only problem I see in this marriage now is that Davido and Sophia, they have something going for a very long time. And I think both of them
They have a
are,
child together.
You
yeah.
have a child together, but it's not a big deal. I don't see
The
what
Besides,
a big
lifetime.
deal. Many people have kids. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's not a
yeah,
big deal.
you see, honey babe, even besides the child, there are some people that when it comes to sexual level, they
Yes.
get connected in a point that it doesn't matter even if they are fighting. The
Yes.
moment you get both of them in a room together, they will
I
don't start.
understand.
And that is what New Wineskin is saying here. And this is my fear.
Mm, yeah.
Because when two people sleep together for so long and share
Yes.
body fluids, I'm reading our comment now. We can
Yes.
talk the cow come back, but it's up to two of them. Give him 2 or 1 year, and you will hear about two of them again, which is my fear.
You're
You
saying
see,
that he might mess with her again.
I just take my money. Say that
If
if
she does
those
not
two,
draw the line,
if
if she
those
does
two
not,
get
It's
if,
to lie,
possible.
this marriage that he has had does not ring a bell in her head, if she open her leg, you enter.
But the thing is, it really depends on the individual. Like, I just feel that she's not me. If I make a decision today, I'm not doing
That's
it
it.
again. I'm
I
not
don't do
doing it
welcome
again.
back.
It
My
depends
friend, I
on
don't
the
do welcome back.
individual.
So
Once you
Honey
are
Bay,
gone,
right?
you are
Honey
gone.
Bay. Let me say this. Let me say
Go
this.
on.
What you just said is true for everybody. If I too make a decision today, I'm not coming back. Okay?
Mm,
That's true for all of us. What we're saying is that 2 years
mm,
from now, can
mm,
circumstances change? Can you have a whole brand new experiences with this same
The
person
mm.
same
somehow,
person?
some way? Right? Is this possible? Yes, it's possible. I think all of us,
It is
once we
possible.
decide,
It is.
yeah,
I agree.
it's
Yeah,
possible.
you're right.
So now, if you say it's completely impossible, then something like it's also possible that something terribly happened in your past relationship with a particular person that you will never feel safe with that person anymore.
Hmm.
But it's not
Totally.
it's not
yes,
Mm.
necessarily a function of who you are, but the experience. That experience that
Totally.
you had
I totally
with
get
that
that.
person.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Uh-huh. But there's some exes that you have that you don't want to have them close because they will enter. They just
Mhm.
come.
Man of
Sorry. Yeah.
prestige.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I
Hey.
hear you. I hear you.
That's
Hmm.
that. Don't we like to talk about boundaries? That's why we love to talk about boundaries, right? You
Totally.
draw
I
those
totally
boundaries
agree. Hmm.
because we're human beings.
Mm. Yes,
Mm.
I think it makes sense what you're saying. Totally. Like, at the end of the day, no matter how strong you are, there could be someone that you know that you cannot be in the same room. If not, your body will go weak. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I that
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
That
There's
makes
some
sense.
people that just have that soft spot
Yeah,
for,
so true.
and somebody was saying, no matter how long we talk for, no matter how long you talk for, you're a human being.
That's
That's
true.
that's that's how to finish that sentence. No matter how long you talk for,
Totally.
you're a human being.
Totally.
Uh,
Fantastic. Yeah.
I think we have a Sophia and Davido fan going at each other in this comment section. Please, guys, let
You'll
us
be all
be
right.
respectful, okay? I do understand that you love Choma, you love the video,
Yeah,
you
there's
like
no need for disparaging words. It's not necessary.
exactly.
Let's be mature about these things, please.
Yeah, we really,
We're just
really
here to extract the lessons.
Yeah,
exactly. So,
exactly. There's no need to. I mean, there's no need to start flagging that off. It's not necessary.
mhm. my my
I also
my
I also wanted to support what Onibe just said about having a child with someone is not a big deal. That
To
is
me, it's
true.
not a
It's not
big
a
deal.
big
Maybe
deal.
it's me. I'm being
We
honest.
can,
It's not a big
but
deal.
it's one of those things, right? That you
Mm.
can choose to make a big deal or not. If me have
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
if I
Yeah.
have a conversation with my wife this morning and we are arguing, especially as a man,
oh
Hello. What happens?
call
Yes.
again.
Oh
My
dear.
MOP
I was
probably
really enjoying what he was
Network
saying. I was really enjoying it.
he's probably call again. MOP will be back. Sister Natu. Sister
Honestly
Natu.
speaking, please let's not cost ourselves, people. We are just here to learn. But
Yeah.
Yes.
honestly, for me, I
Exactly.
don't do I don't do
Exactly.
welcome back to the event.
can you
I
guys
have a
still hear me
rule.
by any chance?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
Yeah,
we
oh
yeah.
can
yeah.
hear
Yeah.
you now.
Oh,
Fantastic.
interesting.
You're back.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know what I was saying. The call came in.
You are talking about having when
Sorry.
Honeybait said having a child together is not a big deal. So you were
Yeah,
trying.
yeah. So there are many
Yeah.
life events. Thank you, thank you. There
Yeah.
are many life
Yeah.
events that will happen. That one thing we need to realize that we have the power to choose if it's a big deal or not. And
Totally.
and
Exactly.
and our and our problem is that we get stuck with the morals. Once you
Mm.
get stuck in the morals of things, which again, people are starting to question my morals now because I'm telling them calm down on that your moral thing, because you're not
Mm.
holier than the rest of us. You're
Mm.
not holier than holy. You calm down. All of us have weak points. We have strength and weaknesses. We
Totally.
have the choice. We have a choice to say, hey, this has happened. I can make a
Mm.
choice to leave this relationship or stay in it. I can
Totally.
make a choice that this event is a big deal or it's not a big deal. As long as it's not a matter of life and death. When it's a matter of
Totally.
life and death, then obviously that's the end and beginning ultimate for individuals. But when it's like, oh, somebody had a baby, because we take this as far as when your daughter had, maybe somebody's daughter got pregnant out of wedlock,
Mm.
you lock them outside, you cast them away, you judge them. There's so many stories of Nigerian young girls that ended up
Mm.
in the streets because their mother was too stuck on their morals. They can't
Yeah.
see past their freaking righteousness, which is
Hey,
dirty anyway.
try.
So that's why I'm telling people to calm down on this
African parents do not
righteousness,
collect.
moral stuff.
Mm.
When there's crisis, it's an event. We
Mm.
need that usually means something has happened. How do you if there are other human beings involved, like your child, like your husband, like your
Mm.
you choose to stay in a relationship with them and then you choose to work on what's going on. If you can just process that, I think a lot of people will have better experiences. So somebody having a
Mm.
child with another person, it doesn't have to
Mm.
be a big deal, but you can
And that's what
choose
I
to
think.
make
That's
it a
what I was
big deal
trying to
if you
say.
want.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're more or less saying the same thing. Maybe I didn't articulate myself well. I'm
No,
just
it's the same
believing
thing.
that you
That's
have
why I said
you have a child with
I was
some.
supporting what you said. Yeah, I was
Thank you
supporting
so
what you
much. I
said.
really
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you for articulating it better than what I did. I think that I think I've grown a lot from listening to Auntie B and stuff like that. That we shouldn't be judgmental. I would have a
Yeah.
year ago. I would have been saying things like Sophia is this very nasty words B and stuff. You get what I'm saying. But I think it's growth and learning that it's very. We need to be very careful how we judge people, and we need to talk on a individual basis and get the lessons out of it. I think that any person can be in the situation of Sophia. I think it's very easy, and that's why I said I really get irritated with hypocrisy.
I have a
Because
cousin in that situation
a lot of
actually.
people will comment, and maybe they're in it in a different situation, or it's going to happen to them. And I think you need to be very, very careful that you don't start judging
Yeah.
people, because at the end of the day, if this situation can happen, all we can do is
Yeah.
wish the best for Divido and Chioma and just pray that Sophia moves on. It is possible, even with her having a child from Divido. I think we shouldn't be, saying nasty words and be very judgmental, because I don't do hypocrisy, because a lot of people that make these comments, if we see their
Mhm.
houses, I beg.
Yeah.
hypocrites. So I think we should be very,
Honestly,
very careful and just let the girl move on and just co-parent with Davido. It's as simple as that.
All right.
yeah,
So,
I'm still Uncle Beno. Let me say one thing. Sorry, I'm still
okay.
trying to find a balance myself because I don't want to come off as I'm saying people can just act anyhow, like mad in the streets, without any kind of
Cool.
standard. That's not what I'm trying to say at
Mm.
all. I'm just trying to say it's deeper than right and wrong, black and white, and we should ask more questions beyond if something is right or something is wrong. That's all I'm saying. But I'm
Yeah.
still looking for the sweet spot myself too. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, man of prestige. You really bring it on. There's this comment I highlighted here since Sister Natu. I don't know if you see it.
I can
Uh
Uncle
see it.
Beno,
it's
Auntie B
from
is live. Oh.
Angela. Oh, Auntie B is live.
Yeah,
Oh
Is
she's
she
wow, I
live.
didn't
live?
know
Someone
that.
likes today.
I
But
beg,
it's okay.
round
You
this
guys are
thing
having
up, oh,
fun.
so we
Sorry,
can go.
sorry,
Round
sorry.
this
You guys
thing
are
up,
having
round this
fun. Not
thing
me.
up.
Go ahead with your question.
So there's this comment here that said the truth is Sophia has not moved on. So the
Probably.
chances
No, she
are
has
very
not.
high, and I have a feeling that Uncle will F up.
She
Wala,
probably, she
wala,
probably,
wala.
I think she probably not moved on. Maybe that's the case. That's why I said that in terms of these people, they have to make the choice what they want to do going forward. In terms of Sophia and in terms of Davido, it's their choices. They need to decide if they're going to hook up or he's going to be focused on his marriage and she wants to move on. We can only comment. It's them at the end of the day that have to handle their business.
All right.
Correct.
Thank you very, very much, MOP. Thank you, Sister Natu. Thank you, Honey
Brother,
Babe.
before you go,
My
right, I just want to throw
sisters.
something out there. What
Sorry?
we're doing today, I said I want to throw something out real quick before we
All
go.
right. All right,
Sure.
What
baby.
we're doing here, we're not trying to like advocate and say every girl out there should be a chioma. If your man cheats, you have to stick by him because of what he has. Everybody
Yes.
decide what works for them.
Yes.
You have
Yes.
to
Yes.
pick your battle. If cheating is not a deal breaker for you, good luck with that. Cheating is a deal breaker for me. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
If some women, their men hitting them is not a deal breaker, for me, is a deal breaker. I know of a very rich guy that dated in Abuja.
Exactly.
The day that he touched me and he said it was a joke, that was the end of it. The guy didn't even, I just vanished. And that was close to when I was leaving for America. I just didn't hear. My cousin came and said, oh, because he works with Dangote, we used to call him Dancer. He used to give us Dancer juice. He said, Auntie, Dancer wants your number. I said, the day that you give him my number, you're not my cousin again, I'll block you and I will report you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So everybody has their deal
Yeah.
breaker. So we're
Yeah.
not encouraging what
Yeah.
Chioma did. She does what works for her, that's fine. And for, just like everybody, if your brother is a thief, the day that if your brother is a Yahoo boy, let's use Yahoo. The day that he's coming to come and marry, will you say that the money that is used for the marriage is Yahoo money? No, you'll be there dancing and celebrating your brother. So we are just celebrating the union that they have and we are praying for them.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
That will not hear
Yeah.
anything again in
Yeah.
Jesus' name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amen.
I
Amen.
just wanted to say something quickly. On the I don't know if anyone listened to the show with Auntie B. I was on a different fence, but
Yeah. It wasn't just you.
I'm standing on that because I'm the accountability prefect in terms of
Then
the show. But at the end of the day, do you? All I will say, and I think is very much what Sister Natu has said, is that we're not advocating and we're not encouraging cheating. Like I said on the show, cheating is a no-no. You can like the individual, but you cannot like the behavior. I don't like the behavior, but at the end of the day, as long as she's made that choice to be married to him, do
good
you?
luck.
But all I said, the back of your mind, just deal with the repercussions of that choice. That's all I will say to anybody, whether it's Chioma or anybody. But at the end of the day, we have to respect people's freedom of choices.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Brother,
Thank
and
you.
also, right, the reason why people are dragging Sophia and not Chioma, since that girl has been dating Davido and they've been having issues, she has never thrown any shade or any made any cryptic
Mm.
post about him or nothing. We've never had anything from her. But there are a lot of messages that Sophia has been like shading him in interviews and all that stuff. That's why people are dragging her. Let's
Totally.
just make it clear.
Totally.
Yeah, Sophia seems to be a girl that was raised in America, right?
Don't even try that.
No, no,
Don't use
no,
the excuse.
Robert.
Don't even use
Robert.
the
Stop
excuse
the
that
car.
because she's
Play that.
Western or
MOP, play
Northern,
that.
that I
Stop
don't
the
like that
car.
vibe. Why are you doing that? That she's not Nigerian. Come on.
No. She was raised in America. So I just
Meaning.
I wanted to point out the fact that her mentality, her orientation is quite different from somebody raised in Nigeria. So she might
I
just think,
agree.
oh, I'm American. Did you saw the interview I played when I was starting this show? That was, in fact,
Unfortunately, I missed it. Sorry.
oh, the moment I heard her speak, I'm like, God damn it. So this guy is not a Nigerian girl. That was the first thing that comes to my mind straight up. Like, she has this American, this Western orientation.
Okay, can I interject? Okay, so when you hear me speak, what is your opinion of me?
Britico.
Britico?
Really?
Yeah, you are Britico. That's my opinion of you.
Yeah, Britico.
But you know, obviously, I've been on Auntie shows on your show, but in terms of my viewpoints, do you feel that it's very Western compared to a Nigerian standpoint?
No.
Sorry, I'm deviating from what you guys are saying.
No, it's because you are grown and you've had your experiences, and I think you have a better understanding of life. And some of the things you say at times, for instance,
really?
Yeah, for instance, you live in Western world, so some of the stuff that are deal breakers to you, they're actually not deal breakers to a lot of people back in Nigeria.
I respect that. I respect that. I think the issue is you know, I think it's a cultural thing. Because I've not been born and brought up in Nigeria, I think that if I was, it's all about environment. You know, one of the first things when you're born, when you grow up, it's all environmental training. If I was brought up in Nigeria, I would probably definitely have a different mindset. But unfortunately, I was born in the UK. I was brought up in the UK, so my mindset is very different. I do acknowledge that. And anytime I phone in, I always say some kind of disclaimer. I was born and brought up in the UK, so this is why I think like this.
Yeah. So let me just round up so we can join Auntie B. But I want you guys to listen to her speak so you will understand her orientation. And I think New Wise Skin actually summed it up for me. The reason she behave and act the way she act is because she has this Western orientation, and that is meaning freedom of speech and articulating what she feels. She's not
totally.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Let's say the truth. That is totally true.
So that is why those who really follow her, those who really know her, they are kind of pained that people are dragging her, they don't even know her. And to be frank, when you approach Nigerians with Western ideology, you go collect it. Nigerians don't see what look, at least from Anti-B platform, from Man of Prestige, and from all my sisters, I've been hearing a lot of terminologies. Oh, this one is this one is pain, this one is victim. In Nigeria, if you live in Nigeria, you don't even give a damn about all those terminology.
Totally. I agree. I totally agree.
So, and that's why when I was starting this show, I mentioned in that I think the reason Sophia got into a lot of trouble with Davido fan is because she was trying to tell her side of the story. And when you go to the internet to tell your side of the story, just like what people say, you go collect in me. You go collect.
I think another thing is that she doesn't understand the culture. I think that's the main thing. I think it's a cultural thing. And that is why some people don't resonate with her. So obviously they're going to attack her because she's a US girl or whatever she is. And she's saying what she's saying, which is probably very gross, very Western. So obviously they don't vibe with that.
At all. It doesn't work in Nigerian setting.
Totally. I get that.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Brother Ben.
Yeah, I'm going to work shortly too, but I'm still going to listen to Auntie B because I know this conversation still continues. Gabriela Ibe, I saw all your comment. It's like you really have something against Sophia. Please,
forgive her, please.
Yes, don't take it personal, please.
I'm protecting for her. Please forgive her.
Is their life they're gonna be okay? I also saw Godchild. Godchild is a fan of Sophia.
She isn't a US girl, that she resides in Nigeria. Is that correct?
Who?
Someone said she lives in Nigeria, that she isn't a US girl.
No, yeah, she lives in Nigeria, but she's raised in.
She was raised. Yeah, I get you. Sorry, my bad. Thank you for DD.
Yeah, that is the thing in Nigeria. The affluent people, a lot of their children are raised in abroad.
Of course, I totally get it. I totally get it.
And when those children school abroad, they tend to start embracing the American culture and try to display the same thing in Nigeria, which cannot
You
work.
can't do that because it's a culture clash. You can't do that. Even I'm not that stupid.
Yeah. So I think the Western mentality is a part of what's affecting her. Godchild, thank you for being part of the show. Godchild is a true fan of Sophia. She has been defending Sophia ever since we started.
Really? Yeah.
Sisterhood.
Yeah, we have to have our sister code the way that you guys have your bro code, I beg.
She's defending Sophia. Also shout out to Mrs. Bumi Bflex. She's also another fan of Sophia. Sophia has a lot of fun, and I think
really interesting.
People actually understand where she's coming from. I think Davido really kind of hurt her. It's not easy to
but the thing is, we talk about this to like deal with your trauma. I'm sorry, but I'm all about this. Listen, most women have been hurt, and I think as a sign of a mature woman, you have to deal with that trauma and move on. Yeah. I'm not gonna cry tears for her because other women have been hurt and they've been able to man up, get therapy, or deal with their trauma. She's not the only one today, tomorrow, and after that will be hurt by a guy. No vex, but that's how I see it. It's not a big deal. Move on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm sounding harsh, but it's like it's not. Women are hurt every day. She's not the only one, and she won't be the last.
But
deal with your trauma and move on. I beg.
Sometimes some people can't just let it go. Well, thank you.
When they do that, then now you become spiteful, you become narcissistic, and you now scatter the next relationship you want to be
in. All right. Thank you, Gabriela, eBay. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Honey Babe, thank you so much.
Gotta go. Thank you so much.
Our accountability prefect. So you have
I always try to keep it real. Yeah. I do try.
Thank you for bringing it 100.
Always a pleasure, Brother Ben. Sorry I saw the end of the show. That's why I just jumped in. But I must speak to you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Have a lovely evening. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, Mama. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. All right. So today's lesson is simple, like I titled it in my tumbling. Let me just quickly explain it before I leave you guys and rush to work. So today's is part 2 of the series that I'm doing to extract lesson on what's going on between this love triangle. And I said, don't blame Sophia Momodu. Divido and Chioma, cheating is not a deal breaker. And I finished that with trust and friendship. So what I want you guys to take away from this is that in relationships, if it doesn't end in marriage, someone going to be heartbroken one way or the other. And we don't have to see the person whose heart is broken, we shouldn't see that person as a loser. Rather, let's just rally around them, give them some support, and let them move on. The current situation that Sophia Momodu found herself is not unique to Sophia Momodu's alone. She is human, and there are a lot of girls who are experiencing the same thing now. There are so many baby mamas out there who started off with a guy, they believe that he's going to be the one, and then they got betrayed, and now they have a child with someone who is not ready to be in their life. They can come across as if, hey, Sunday Paul, I see you, man. Thank you. They can come across as if, oh, this person is bitter, this person is jealous, this person is acting like this because they don't marry her. But you don't get it. You don't get it. And I'm telling you right now, I have been heartbroken before. I have been cheated on before, and I know how it feels. Mine happened all the way back in 2002. Until date, even now, as a married man with years in my belt, with years under my belt, I don't do cheating and I don't condone it. Who feels it knows it. The only one who can pacify Sophia right now is Davido. Davido just has to do the mature thing, reach out. If I take that court case or everything away, just call her, talk to her, apologize, and let them find their peace. And like my Ududu has been suggesting all day, that we should just pray for them, that everybody found peace. I think that is what we have to do. For those who are castigating Chioma for marrying Davido because Davido cheated and has multiple baby mama, in Nigeria, in the environment where they live, cheating is not a deal breaker. It's like, just like MOP said yesterday, everybody cheats now. Back in the days in Nigeria, it used to be like, oh, men cheat, men cheat, men. Now, men cheat, women cheat in Nigeria now. May God forgive us. Not all of them. Oh. A lot of decent people are in Nigeria that won't even try that BS. So, in the environment that they live, cheating is not a deal breaker. Don't curse them out. Don't curse them. Don't say, oh, don't hate Chioma for marrying Davido just because say Davido cheat. No. There are still people who are in marriages and relationships now that their partner is actively cheating on them and they stay. Some of them stay because of their kids. Some of them stay because of loyalty. Because some of them, there are some women that hate the idea of divorce. Let's just call it what it is. It's not like they don't know what they do to do. It's not like they don't understand that they can walk away from the marriage, but they just don't want divorce. They are praying, hoping that their partner will change. So this is their choices. Let them be. In my conclusion, I believe Davido betrayed Sophia's trust and friendship. Sophia cannot be with Davido since, is it 2015? And this is 2024. We are still talking about them. She's not the only one in that relationship. Whether they are having their on and off session, Davido is actively involved in that on and off session. And you can't have a boy as good as Davido. You can't have a man who is accomplished, superstar and everything as Davido, and say you don't want to give it a try. And this leads me back to what I said yesterday, that life is a game. You play to win. Everybody is playing in this game of love. I saw a comment here from one of our sisters. New Wise King said, moving on depends on individuals. We cannot give anyone any timeline. Please, we can pray for them. Thank you. Thank you. Did he say Sophia is not a US girl? She resides in Nigeria. Yeah, we've gone past that. I saw, okay, this one from New Wise King said, heartbroken eye, child's play. It is well. Yes, my sister. I've experienced my own share of what that thing can do to you when somebody you trust, somebody you love betrays you. And even now in my marriage, sometimes I tell my wife, babe, not be you carry my yash, sit down for one place. So you are not the one that make me not to be running up and down chasing anything at all. It's because someone has cheated on me before, which of course she knows the story. And that is when I know, say true to heart, they break. And I don't want nobody to go through that same experience. So that's why I just feel like, look, don't do to others what you don't want them to do to you. And for those who are listening now, as an uncle, I'm telling you, don't cheat on your partner. It's painful. Nothing good comes out of cheating. And for those who have babies, if you have baby with a man and the man started trying to have fun with you at any given opportunity, you have to call him to order. Tell him, come. my body is not an open shop where you just open up, you enter, you go out, you come in. No. If you really want this body, if you really like what you are getting here, do the right thing. Or else, come here, play with your child, or if you are taking your baby with you, do whatever you want to do, but forget it. There is nothing for you here. Although we saw in the countered allegation of Sophia, where Sophia is defending herself that, hey, I did not restrict Davido access to his child. I only restricted his access to my body. I think it is too late. He would have done that damage control a long time ago, you know. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you all. God bless you. Please, if you haven't liked this, hit the like button. Um, Godchild, thank you for your patience. Thank you for at least standing in for your friend. I don't know you in person, Godchild, but you are the type that I would like to have as a friend, because you just believe that Sophia did nothing wrong and you have been defending her. I really love that. And God bless you for at least speaking on her behalf too. And for every other person who are defending Davido or Chioma, God bless you too for doing what you're doing. Cherish, Olivia, Didi, thank you all for being here today. All right. Um, it's been a roller coaster experience for me, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed every bit of it. Okay. So I don't know if I'll be coming live tomorrow, but I wanted to do this hypocrisy of Nigerians. I think probably maybe when I come back from work, I'm definitely going to record it. Yes, I think I will record it and just publish it. I want to talk about the hypocrisy of Nigerians. Nigerians who supported Regina Daniel. Nigerians support Regina Daniel's marriage to Ned Nwoko, and then comes to what's her name? When it comes to Chioma, they were like, no, 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 Chioma shouldn't have married. So I'm just gonna do a rant show and I will post it. But thank you all for hanging out with me. Watch out for this content. It will drop probably this weekend. And I would like to hear from you all. Thank you. Thank you. Give us like. God bless you all. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.